bro, if you feel like you've hit rock bottom, if you feel like you're literally at the worst point in your life, bro, like that's okay. You know, I'm not gonna say that's a good sign, but that is a good sign because that means the fall is over. That means the failure is over. You've only got one way to move. You only got one way to push, and that's going straight back up. You got nothing left to lose. You got everything to gain. Everything. There's only one way you can move when you hit rock bottom, and that's up. Rock bottom isn't just failure, bro. It's that moment where you may be feeling empty. You may be feeling broken. You may feel like you've hit that final wall. You feel like there's nothing else you can lose. Like that's rock bottom. It could be from heartbreak, an addiction, depression, losing somebody, somebody betraying you, burnout. Like there's a bunch of things that could feel like rock bottom. And, nobody's rock bottom is going to look the same. Everybody's version is going to look different because everybody's life is different. Nobody has the same life. But, everybody's feeling is the same. It's a numb feeling. It's a stuck feeling. It's a lost feeling. It's a defeated feeling. It's a failure feeling. Like everybody's rock bottom feels the same, but the versions of that rock bottom look different. Like I said, there's only one way to move when you hit rock bottom, and that's going straight back up. Like you got nothing left to lose, bro. You got everything to gain. So what are you gonna do when you hit rock bottom? What are you gonna do when you feel like you're lost? There's nowhere else to move. What are you gonna do? Because the good news is, bro, like rock bottom is a foundation. It's a foundation for you to move back up. Like I said, you're not falling anymore. You've landed. You're at the bottom. Now you get to rebuild. Now you get to grow. Now you get to become more strong, more clear, more real, more powerful, more unstoppable, untouchable. Like rock bottom is the foundation for you to go straight up and grow and be that person that you want to be. Rock bottom takes away the things that don't matter. It reveals who you really are. It brings to you who you want to be. Like you're at the bottom, you're at your lowest. Now you get to rebuild and be the person you want to be. Now you get to rebuild and, create new goals, have new things to strive for, have new dreams. You're not weak for hitting rock bottom, bro. Like a lot of people that think, when they're at rock bottom, they think they're weak. They think they are not good enough. They think they can't do enough. But bro, like in all reality, you're human. You're not weak for hitting rock bottom. You're not good enough for hitting rock bottom. Like you're human. Life is going to throw whatever life wants to throw at you. And we can't do nothing about it. God has a plan for us. We got to follow that plan and be faithful and trust him through every single thing that he throws back at us. But the good thing is, like, the climb back up from rock bottom is what builds that strength, is what builds that resilience, is what builds that wisdom. An example of this is like, if you've never heard of Inky Johnson, he was a college football player about to get drafted, like first round of the draft, one of the best players in college football. Literally, draft coming up, he's playing in a game, and boom, he hit somebody. Career-ending injury. Couldn't play football no more. Didn't know what he was going to do with his life. He was at rock bottom. He didn't know what he would do, but he didn't give up. He kept pushing. He found a new purpose in his life, and now he's one of the, biggest motivational speakers in the world. If you haven't looked him up yet, go look him up. His name's Inky Johnson. He's a great guy, great person. Like, that's somebody who hit rock bottom and, built a new person out of that. Became a better person, a stronger person, a more resilient, more wise, stronger, realer person because he hit rock bottom. And like I've said, bro, like when you hit rock bottom, there's only one way to go, and that's straight up. Like straight up. You don't gotta focus on how far you gotta go. You don't gotta focus on the big scheme of things, bro. Like you just gotta take the next right step. You just gotta take the next and the right first step. Like it's all about the first step. Like what are you gonna do when you finally hit rock bottom? What are you gonna do when you feel like you can't do anything else? What are you gonna do when you feel lost? What are you gonna do when you feel like failure is just eating you up? Like you gotta take the right first step. You gotta take the right next step. Whether that be just simply getting out of your bed in the morning, making your bed, whether that be asking somebody for help, whether that be praying, whether that be forgiving yourself, whether that be simply just showing up. Like just take the right first step, bro. And I've been there before. Like you just got to keep going. You just got to keep pushing. And I know that it's cliche and people always say that, but like bro, it's real. Like, it's real. You can't give up. You can't quit. You just got to take the next right step. You just got to take the first step in becoming, that new person that you want to be after you hit rock bottom. Because like I've said a million times in this video, bro, like, there's only one way to move, and that's straight up. That's becoming the person you want to be. Rock bottom is not the end at all. It's not the end. That's just the start of something new. That's just the start of something fresh. It's the beginning. From rock bottom, the only direction is up, bro. So rise. Rise. There's only one way you can go. So why not go that way? Why not take that step and just rise up and be the person you want to be? I got faith in you. Like, I know you can do it. If you're at rock bottom right now, you're watching this video, bro, like, I know you can do it. I believe that you can do it. I believe that you can take that next right step and, be the person you want to be in life. I know you can do it, but you just got to believe in yourself. You got to be the person that takes that right step. I can't do it for you. Your family can't do it for you. Your friends can't do it for you. Like, you got to do it for yourself. You got to do it for yourself. So go take that first step. Go take the next step and just focus on taking a step forward every single day. It don't got to be big. It could be small. It could be however big of a step you want to take. But just take that step and don't quit. Don't give up. Just keep going. And remember that there's only one way you can move from rock bottom. It's a foundation. It's the start of something new. So go make it that. That'll be all for this video, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you like this video, go hit that sub button. We're at 300 subs. Appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next one.